What makes us the way we are? Many people ask themselves this question and often do not know the answer. But it is clear that our past shapes our future, our character, and our being. Even those who had a difficult past can make the best of their future. It is not uncommon for people to have had a difficult past, but not realize it. In today's video, you will learn 8 clear signs that you might have had a difficult past. If these apply to you, you can use them to finally put your difficult past completely behind you once and for all. If you like our videos, please support us with a thumbs up, subscribe, activate the little bell, and look forward to the videos we upload for you every day. Number 1. You have a negative self-image. Having a negative self-image is one of the most common outcomes that can result from a difficult past. Especially if you have experienced trauma in the past, you often develop a negative self-image that continues throughout your life. It is not uncommon for you to have problems building a healthy self-confidence because you subconsciously think that you deserve your difficult past or your traumas from the past. Consequently, it is difficult for you to build up a healthy self-confidence or to turn off your negative self-image. It can also be difficult for you to turn your negative mindset into a positive mindset. Number 2, you have trust issues. Another sign that you may have had a difficult past is that you generally have trouble trusting other people. Also, you are quick to lose your trust in people. The reason for your trust issues is often because you were in a troubled relationship in the past or were abandoned by one of your parents in early childhood. The person who hurt you was therefore a person in whom you placed your complete trust. So it is understandable that you now find it difficult to build a healthy level of trust with another person. The trust issues that result from your past can continue throughout your life unless you address them. For instance, even the smallest problems or perceived problems in a relationship with your partner can lead to a breakdown of trust, which you will find extremely difficult to undo. Number 3, you have troubles in your personal relationships. A difficult past often leads to problems with building and maintaining a healthy relationship with another person over a long period of time. The reason for this is often that you have negative emotions towards yourself because of your past, which at the same time makes it difficult for you to build and maintain a close relationship. For some people, this leads to them forming a relationship with the wrong people, and thus only connecting with bad people. For others, this leads them to quickly withdraw from a fresh relationship as soon as it begins to become emotional or binding. The result is often that it is not easy for you to be open, honest, and at the same time emotional towards your partner. So healthy and long-term relationships rarely happen in your life. Number 4, you do not have a good relationship with yourself. Another common sign that you may have had a difficult past is that you generally don't have a good relationship with yourself. Such is the case if you are constantly doubting yourself or laughing at yourself. Furthermore, this is the case if you are constantly criticizing yourself and constantly blaming yourself and telling yourself that you are doing everything wrong. Often, however, this is the case when you feel that you are never good enough. A negative relationship with yourself is the most common sign that you may have had a difficult past and are still suffering from the emotional wounds you carry. Number 5, you are scared to be happy. If you had a difficult past, it is not uncommon that you are generally afraid of being happy in your life. This sounds unlikely at first, but it is very common among people with a difficult past. The reason for this is that people with a difficult past were never really happy in their past, and now subconsciously feel that they do not deserve to be happy. Feelings of happiness are therefore rapidly re-established. If this is the case with you, It may simply be because you were never really happy for an extended period of time. Number 6, you have trouble dealing with your emotions. If you have difficulties in dealing with your emotions, this is an indication that you may have had a difficult past. This can be seen, among other things, in the fact that you become emotional very quickly in various situations. For example, you can become angry very quickly, even though there is no real reason for you to become emotional or angry at all. It can also be noticeable by the fact that you feel hurt very quickly. This is usually due to the fact that you have built up a lot of negative feelings in your past or have experienced them, which you were not able to process properly. Number 7, you have difficulty dealing with your problems properly. If you feel completely overwhelmed by even the smallest problem or adverse situation, you could have had a difficult past because you are having trouble dealing with your personal problems. Just the opposite can also be the case if you have trouble solving your problems. You might also try to hide your problems or laugh about them in order to avoid having to face them in the first place. Number 8, you isolate yourself. Last but not least, another sign of a difficult past may be that you tend to frequently isolate yourself or shut yourself off from other people. This is especially common when you are going through a phase where you are not feeling very well emotionally. You isolate yourself because you feel more protected and you think that you can avoid emotional pain. Spending time with your friends or family can now be very difficult for you. The result is long periods where you hardly spend any time with your friends or family and are mainly focused internally. Today's conclusion: if you find yourself in one or more of these situations, or if you are still having problems about your past that you may need to come to terms with, you may want to talk to friends or family. Speaking with a professional may also be a solution for you. That's it for today.
Thanks for watching. Did you find this information helpful? Do you have experience with it? We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. For more resources about mental health, self-improvement, and psychology, visit our website. You'll find the link in the video description where you can also connect with us on social media and sign up for our email list. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.